James Byrd Jr. was murdered by three white supremacists in Jasper, Texas on June 7, 1998. Sean Berry, Lawrence Brewer, and John King dragged Byrd for 3 miles behind a pickup truck along an asphalt road. Byrd, who remained conscious for much of his ordeal, was killed about halfway through the dragging when his body hit the edge of a culvert, severing his right arm and head. The murderers drove on for another 1.5 miles before dumping Byrd's torso in front of a black church and cemetery in the outskirts of Jasper. Brewer, King were the first white men to be sentenced to death for killing a black person in the history of modern Texas. Byrd's lynching by dragging gave impetus to passage of a Texan hate crimes law, which later led to passage by Congress of the Matthew Shepard and James Byrd Jr. Hate Crimes Prevention Act, commonly known as the Matthew Shepard Act in 2009. Brewer was executed by lethal injection for his involvement in this crime by the state of Texas on September 21st, 2011. King was executed by lethal injection at the state penitentiary in Huntsville, Texas on April 24th, 2019. Berry was sentenced to life imprisonment and will be eligible for parole in 2038. Currently, right now, I am in the outskirts of Jasper, Texas. Very barren right here. This place actually just got a paved road not too long ago. Back in the day, it was a dirt road, and this is the exact road where James Byrd Jr. was drugged. By this point, he was already dead. And as the three individuals drug James Byrd Jr.'s corpse, they stopped at this church right here, predominantly Black Baptist church. Now, it looked different back in the day. It's been rebuilt, not because of what occurred, but it was the church, of course, getting new members in the congregation and just simply needing a bigger structure. And it was right here where they jumped out of the vehicle, unchained the rest of James Byrd Jr.'s corpse, and threw it right in front of this church right here for it to be found the next day. The absolute horror of this attack is unreal, and the poor person who had to find his remains in that condition is just it's just vile. This was a horrible murder. So currently right now, we're going to go take a drive, I say about 7.5 miles. We're going to go to the Jasper City Cemetery to go visit the grave of James Byrd Jr. And currently now we are at the Jasper City Cemetery, and we're here to visit the grave, of course, of the victim in this horrible murder, James Byrd Jr., and this is his grave right here. Simply just says, "My beloved son." His name right there, James Byrd Jr. Absolutely one of the worst murders I've ever read in my life. Can you imagine, guys, just think about it for a minute. Can you imagine you're being drugged behind a truck and you're trying to keep your head up as you're being drugged at 40 miles an hour? Simply just to give up and...
That's crazy.
You're dead. Going through that much pain and suffering. A very disgusting murder. And thankfully, one of the killers was executed, and another one will be executed very shortly. And this, I believe, here is his mother and father. The father doesn't show a date of death, so I don't know if he's still alive or not. He would be turning about 96 if he is. Okay, guys. That is about it for now. Rest in peace to James Byrd Jr. And just a tragedy to say the least. All right, guys. Live but not live, but still alive by the grace of God. I am at the Jasper. I am currently walking on the Mononhigh Bridge Trail here in Delphi, Indiana. This is the same trail where on February 13th, 2017, Abigail Williams and Liberty German, they were dropped off here by their family members to go on a hike. That day, you would think that it would be too cold to go on a hike, but surprisingly, on a day, it was warm enough where I'm sure they wanted to get out of the house and enjoy the day, enjoy the unusually warm weather in that particular part of the year. I was driving through Indiana and I wanted to come back here. I did a video here previously and I just wanted to come back here because I seen some construction equipment at the bridge scene. And I came here to talk a little bit more about the case, but also to show you guys what they've done since I've last visited here. Sad to say, as many of you already know, this murder has still remained unsolved. There's been literally thousands of tips that have flooded in to the police department here in Delphi to no avail. This case is so perplexing simply for the fact that we have a pretty good image of the man on camera that Liberty took and an audio recording of his voice. And yet, even with all that and tens of millions of people hearing about this case and seeing his picture, nobody knows who he is. Nobody knows his name, his identity. He is simply referred to as the Bridge Man. There's been a couple suspects around that have fit the sketch. An artist created a likeness of the picture of the Bridge Man. A man by the name of Charles Eldridge. If you compare his picture and his size, his even his clothes to a couple pictures that police have of him, he closely resembles the Bridge Man. He was arrested in an online sting where he tried to set up a meeting with a 13-year-old for sex. He is somewhat suspected, but again, no evidence. Another man, Daniel Nations, in Colorado, who, even though it's over 1,000 miles away, he was arrested for, he was on a trail. He was threatening people with a hatchet. And when they called the police on him, they searched his vehicle and they found a hatchet. And they also found a .22 caliber rifle as the same caliber weapon used in an unsolved murder of a cyclist who was found murdered around that area by the name of Timothy Watkins. So he's currently being held in a jail in Colorado. If you see his picture, he closely resembles the Bridge Man sketch. And another character of note
that also fits the description of the sketch is a man by the name of Paul Etter. He was wanted for a kidnap and a sexual assault of a woman here in Indiana. She was changing her tire, and he kidnapped her, assaulted her. The police put out a warrant for him. He went on a high-speed chase with the police, and there was I believe it was a 3 or 4 hour standoff, and he eventually took his life. This is a fence that they put up after the murders, and there is a sign right here that the bridge is going to be repaired and they're going to expand the trail. So we're going to get past this fence and we're going to go take another look at that bridge. And here it is. This is the bridge of where the abduction took place. The pictures that you see on the screen right now, those are the very last pictures that Liberty took on her phone. She took a picture of this bridge right here. She took a picture of Abby. And many people don't know this, but you would think just by looking at the pictures of the bridge that it was only a few feet off the ground. No, it's about, I would say it's a good 80 foot drop. Yeah, you would definitely get killed. And it's very disorienting walking on this bridge. You got to be very careful. There's like very big gaps where you could just kind of fall in. Very, very dangerous to say the least. I technically shouldn't even be walking on there. I'm just kind of trying to give you guys an idea of how dangerous it is over here. And you can see there's like someone could just easily fall in right there. You know, I don't have any children, but I definitely would not want them anywhere near this bridge just because of how dangerous it is. But a very popular hiking trail for people to just visit. Last time I was here, there was some construction equipment. There was a tractor here, and I'm not sure what they did. This bridge looks the same to me. I have no idea. It looks exactly the same. I was thinking they were going to at least, hopefully, fix the bridge to where you're able to walk and install some kind of side rails. That way you're not able to just fall over when you're walking by, but no, they haven't done anything from what it appears like. I don't see anything. I don't see any kind of retrofitting, nothing. I see nothing new, no spikes, nothing. So I don't understand. Maybe they just simply closed it just because of what happened here. I don't know. I was really hoping they were going to redo the bridge, but right now they have not. If anybody has any information on the suspect who murdered Libby and Abigail, give the Carroll County Sheriff's Department a call, 765-564-2413, 765-564-2413. I am Lamont at Large. Thank you for watching. I'll catch up with you on the next video. Peace out. I am Lamont at Large, and I am coming to you from a town in Missouri by the name of Skidmore. I am here to show you the town of Skidmore, but also to tell the story about a man that you definitely would not want to live in the same city as, much less be a next door neighbor to, and that is a man by the name of Ken McElroy. There is much to say about Mr. McElroy, none of them good. The words punk, bully,
criminal, scumbag, child molester, rapist. Many things are attached to his name. He was the purest form of evil, a man that you do not want breathing your good air. This I can attest. One of the most wickedest men to ever walk this planet is Ken McElroy. A book was written about his story in 1988. It's called In Broad Daylight by Harry N. McLean. Also, a TV movie starring Brian Dennehy and Marcia Gay Harden was made in 1990.
Shit.
I am Lamont at Large, and I am coming to you from a robbery, cattle and hog rustling, statutory rape, burglary, attempted murder. You name it, this guy has done it. He's done it all. And amazingly enough, all the times he was arrested, all the times he was indicted, nothing ever stuck to him. For some odd reason, there was never any real proof, never really anything that the law could stick to him. But his bullying reached a crescendo in 1981. One of his kids went to a local grocery store here in town and was caught by the owner, whose name was Ernest Bowenkamp. He caught his son stealing candy. So here comes the bully, Mr. McElroy, with a shotgun threatening the store owner for him chastising his son. They get into a heated argument. McElroy pulls out a shotgun, levels it at his head, and pulls the trigger.
Oh, shit.
Tonight, a major television event. The story that sparked a national bestseller. A peaceful Missouri town terrorized by a man gone berserk.
You got a cute house. It's a shame to see it burning down sometimes.
That crazy man ain't never going to jail.
He's out there again.
Until ordinary citizens fought back. Nobody's going to stop me. And now, witness the events that provoked ordinary people to commit the most startling acts of courage ever.
I didn't see that. We've got a problem.
Brian Dennehy, Forrest Leachman, a murder in broad daylight.
That's a good movie, too. I've seen it twice. Poor pig.
Where's this punch going, man? I got a farmer over in the Cape County. They pay top dollar and no question asked. Good thing old Pickett didn't think to mark his hogs, ain't it? Damn, if he marks them, tags them, or tattoos them on a butt. As he keeps raising them, I'll keep stealing them.
What time is it?
It's time for Lynn.
Oh, you stink.
Hold your nose.
I gotta stop by the bank a minute. I'll be right along. Take your time, honey.
Hey!
Morning, Reverend.
How are you, Reverend?
Good to be better. See you Sunday, I hope.
Oh, we'll be there.
Hey, Ray. Paul? Paul!
Hey, Reverend.
Haven't seen you since the election. Congratulations. Now, where's the badge? Well, at least you're not showing off.
No, I hear the Board of Aldermen refused to buy you a gun. Is that right?
Well, they're supplying my ammunition. They give me a light and radio for my car, $35 a month for gas, and a monthly $200 salary. I had to buy my own gun.
Paul's ain't showing either.
Well, it's in the glove box of my car. I hope that's the closest I ever have to get to it.
You've got nothing to worry about, Marshal Harris. I bet the last time a lawman fired a gun in this town was about 1880, and he thought he had Jesse James court.
Boy, don't miss Dear Dora today, Dean. There's a couple of doozies in here today. Listen to this.
I heard they make them up. Letters? No one real writes them letters.
No, I seen her once on TV. She said they're real letters. Listen to this. Dear Dora, I am a married mother of 6 children, aged 47. My husband, age 52, has recently expressed a desire to...
Emma and Dorothy, you better get moving. You're going to miss the bus.
Wouldn't that be a shame?
Now, here it comes. You move your butts.
My husband, age 52, has recently expressed a desire
Still making breakfast today? Well, look at who's here. I thought you were too sick to get out of bed and go to school.
I'm feeling better. After the bus is gone.
Would you do me a favor, darling? Would you drop dead?
Only if you promise me a real nice funeral. Listen, Adina.
Darlene, how come you don't call Mama?
So, can I have some breakfast, Adina? If you ain't too sick to stay in bed, you ain't too sick to make your own breakfast. Thanks a lot, Adina.
My husband, age 52, has recently expressed a desire.
How come you don't call Mama?
Paulette, would you wait a minute? I'm trying to read something here.
But how come, Darlene?
How come what?
Don't you holler at her. She's only 4 years old. Because she's not our mama, Paulette.
Who's not? Oh, for crying out loud.
Mama.
I'm your mama. And I'm Claude's mama. And I'm Tommy's mama. Darlene and Finn and Emmy and Dorothy all have a different mama.
Do they have a different daddy?
Not as far as we know.
No. Y'all got the same daddy. Let's see if he's up. If I can get him up, see if he wants some breakfast. My husband, age 52, has recently expressed his desire to...
Whose husband?
That was a different wife I had back then. Her name was Barbara. And she's their mama.
Where is she?
She run off.
What's a wife?
A wife? Wife's a mistake. Every man has to make now and again, and nobody has ever figured it out. Why?
Do itsy bitsy spider, Daddy.
Itsy bitsy spider. Itsy bitsy spider from up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Up comes the sun and took the rain away, and the itsy bitsy spider. What?
And up the spout again.
I don't care anymore. My purpose is gone. You're my reason for living. Woman, come back to me. Back, so this man can't go home. Well, what's your pleasure, then? Have a cold one, 6-pack to go. How's business, Doc?
Well, I could complain. What's the point?
Won't get you nowhere.
Okay. And what you got there, honey? Here's for mine. Do you want these orders separate? Yeah, he's got his own money.
No, I don't.
What happened to the quarter Dad gave you?
I don't know. I lost it.
Just take out for mine.
No, Cindy, I'll let my mama go. I want it.
You want it, you pay for it.
I don't have my money.
And you don't have your candy. Let's go. Hey, he's got that candy there.
Cindy!
What's the problem? What's all the yelling about?
I guess it was about a little bit of candy.
Is it all settled?
I guess.
I want my money back.
What money? Is there something the matter, miss?
Yeah, there's something the matter. Whoever it was in here waited on my little brother, accused him of trying to raid the store, and I want my money back.
I never accused him of nothing. He just had some articles that hadn't been paid for is all, and I was just asking if they was going to be paid for.
You calling my sister a liar?
I never called anybody a liar. I'm just saying the way it was.
There's some kind of problem here? Nobody accuses my little brother of stealing.
What are you talking about, miss?
Don't get snotty with me.
If anybody's being snotty around here, I wouldn't say it was me. Here's your money back.
It's the last of it you never see from our family again.
That's your privilege, suits me fine. Where are you going?
I've never accused anybody of stealing in my whole life. I certainly wouldn't accuse a little child of stealing. I never accused that little boy of a darn thing.
Nobody's saying you did, Madge.
Calm down, man. You are. Just calm down. All right now. I want to know which one of you two rotten bitches accused my kid of coming into this rotten store and trying to raid it. I'll take one of the both of you out of the damn street and whip your rotten asses off. And which one of you called my kid a thief? Nobody called your child a thief. Well, who's the boss around here? I'm the boss around here.
I'd be happy to explain to you what happened if you'll just quiet down.
Don't you tell me to quiet down. I didn't come in here to quiet down. I'll come in here to find out who had the damn almighty gall to call my little boy a thief.
Wait outside.
Let me have a pack of butts.
I guess not, Mr. Rowan. Sir, it's my understanding that nobody in your family wishes to do any further business in this establishment.
That a fact?
That's my understanding. So be it.
Good Lord.
All that fuss over a little bit of candy.
Good night, Madge. See you tomorrow.
She's still the boss in the store? I said, is she still the boss in the store? What? Yeah, I guess she is. She the boss in the street, too?
Mr. Rowan, there is no boss on the streets, as far as I know.
I'll tell you what. I'll give you $100. Cash money.